Hey guys, welcome to the Tire Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the 2-in-1 Batman vehicle by Spin Master. So really cool, really blessed to pick this up today. And I'm in my car reviewing this, and I thought, wouldn't it be weird to review a car in a car? So I decided to do that. We got the Batman logo here, Batmobile, we have the Cape Crusader, we got 2-in-1. Now, there is a lot of confusion going on with this playset in the community at the moment because people are confused if this is supposed to be a Bat boat or a Bat jet. To me, just looking at the ends here and the little way it's designed, it looks more like a bat boat because, it's a little bit chunkier. But in the comic book tie-in, this is confirmed to be a bat boat. So for the people that were a little confused by it, it is the bat boat and not the bat jet. And I think part of the reason they went with the bat boat is because there's a lot of characters like Killer Croc and King Shark in this wave. And it kind of looks like that's the direction they're going in, have like more of a water theme. But yeah. On the back here, we got Creature Chaos Batmobile. We got the two kids playing with the Batmobile. It shows you how it works. Very reminiscent of that old Kenner Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. But yeah, let's open this up. So, here we have the Batmobile. So, as you can see, it's pretty cool. And, obviously, by just looking at this thing, it's not like, a Batmobile we're kind of used to seeing. So, it is a little strange, but at the same time, it's very cool. And it is, in style and design, it looks a lot like the Batmobile from White Knight. And personally, I think that's the perfect Batmobile to adapt because that one's not one a lot of people know about. It's not fresh in people's minds. So it really makes it look obscure while at the same time it does, recognize, it kind of looks more like a Batmobile because it's got the emblem. So it's a nice way to make it different, but at the same time, keep it kind of, back to the original. So I do like that aspect. I love all of these little detailings up here of silver, like the little 4 exhaust ports on each side. I just think that looks so cool. I really like that they put that. You got these little hydraulic looking things up here and they just look incredible. This is probably one of the best sculpted Batmobiles we've seen in a long time, and I like how it goes up to kind of like a little jack there. And like I said, the bat emblem there's on the front. It reminds me of Batman the Brave and the Bold's Batmobile a little bit, and some of the older ones that used to have the little bat face on it, and I always thought that was pretty cool, so I like that they included that here. He's got 2 little guns on the front of each side, so I think that's pretty cool. The tires are neat. They actually have little bat emblems on all 4 sides in these little circles. You have some wedges there. It looks pretty cool. Then you have the cockpit. Now, this is actually see-free plastic, so you can't really see it that well, but you can kind of see my finger in there, so that's pretty cool. And when you open it up, you have the little cockpit, and that's for the, the removable boat, which I'll show off in a little bit better. But I like how the Batmobile kind of lifts up the front there. And then on the back, you have this little exhaust, which looks cool, or kind of like tunnel. Not tunnel, but, booster, looking pretty neat type thing. And yeah, so overall I think it's pretty cool. And like I said at the start of this video, it's kind of reminiscent of the original Kenner Batmobile. So in the old Kenner Batmobile that came out in the 80s for the animated series, it would be like the base of a Batmobile, and then you would pull out the back, and then it would be like the Batwing. I actually had that Batmobile. I got at a yard sale once when I was a kid, and I thought it was pretty cool. I ended up selling it at another yard sale a couple years later. But I always thought it was cool, and I like that they brought the concept back. So basically, you just pull this back, and then you pull this out, and boom, you have the Batboat. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, I do like the idea of this, of getting 2 vehicles in one. It's pretty neat, and I think the overall design of the Batboat's really cool. It's got kind of like a smaller little X there with the little hydraulics. You can see these little hoses that go around. You have bat emblems on the side, which are pretty cool. You have the little bat face there, and the curves. You can see where you could sit down. Unfortunately, I did not bring any of my Batman with me, so I cannot show you how it sits in this, but I will probably add that into a review of another one soon. On the back, you have the wings. Now, the wings are spring-loaded, which is a good thing because when you pull it out, they pop down. But at the same time, if you're wanting to just kind of leave them up or, articulate them, that's not going to be possible. But still, it's not that bad. And then again, you have this thing, the booster, which looks really amazing. And I will say, one thing I really like about this is, so I really like this, you don't look at this and see a green Batmobile and then a blue Batboat. You see where it all matches up. You got the bat emblems are the same. You got the little X, the hydraulics. It matches up, and I think that's pretty nice. I do like that they kept in the continuity of that, because I know there's some toys and some Batman toys where, it's similar to this, but they'll be completely different things. I like how this lines up with this. I think that's pretty cool. So overall, my final opinions on this are, I think it's a pretty nice Batmobile, you know? It's obviously, like I was saying, not a design everyone's familiar with, but at the same time, it's not like a super obscure thing. It looks like a Batmobile, but it also looks different enough to the point where I think it works. I like the little option of the Batboat. You know, like I said, it's reminiscent of the Kenner days, but at the same time, it's still different because, you know, instead of being a plane, it's a boat, which, I mean, I think everyone would have preferred to have had the plane, but overall, I like the boat because it's something different, and, you know, with the theme of this line having all the villains like Killer Croc and King Shark, it does make sense that Batman would have some type of underwater vehicle, and I like that they added into the Batmobile. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.